this was Nas creating the perfect Nas sound, where the other one, like Magic 2, it was like he brought him into like modern time, right? Because like a lot of those beats were, you know, he had like a couple real bouncy ones. Yeah. Like they weren't really like super bouncy ones like that on here.
Yeah, this feels more Nas.
This feels more Nas. This felt Dead in Hip Hop album review, Nas, Magic 3. This is a little bit bittersweet because this is definitely the end of Nas's third run with Hit Boy. We have definitely covered, I want to say all of them except for one of them. We covered all of them.
You thought we didn't do the first.
Yeah, we thought we didn't, but we definitely covered. Yeah, I thought we covered all of them because we did it like it was a little bit after the fact. We covered all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? So here we are at the official end of the run, and I could definitely say, I think this one might be the best one. I think when I went
in the
through
first one,
I think so. I don't know. And maybe it's just like
recency, just kind of like a
recency thing. Yeah. And I don't know. I think I have a thing for albums that are supposed to be the last one because it's, I don't know. I feel like the artist pours a little bit more out. And especially the way he ended this joint with 100 Nas a hit.
Like how you like the
Black album. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's almost, when I said bittersweet, like the bitterness of it is like, damn, like when is Nas gonna come back? Like, you know, is this it? Like, is he gonna have more projects? Because there was a big hiatus in between this run and everything else he did previously. So, you know, is it gonna be 5-6 years before?
It's like his Jay-Z encore. And he basically said it at the end, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all want us back, let us know. It's basically his way of saying encore, like Jay-Z did, you know.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. It's like, bro, if this is the end, let it be the end. Why would you say, oh yeah, we'll be back if y'all want us to?
Yeah. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he did.
Like, I guess I didn't take it literally. Yeah. But that's...
Well, he
literally said it.
That's what I swallowed it.
That's what it sounded like.
I swallowed it.
Did you?
See, I should have.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now that's crazy. That is crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
I'm trying to be nice.
I'm sorry. It was just too. You said it twice. It was too easy. You know I'm not gonna grow up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it back. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, that I already swallowed it.
So, Myke, how did you take it? Did, like, obviously not. You swallowed it too?
I ain't swallowed shit.
What is going on here?
I knew this was the last album, so I thought that was him just kind of like making a Nas kind of funny comment. You want us back? Get up. I didn't think it was really him saying like, oh, if y'all keep saying y'all want us back, we'll come back.
Got you.
Yeah.
But maybe y'all are right.
Well, don't say y'all because I'm not on that boat. Like I
maybe
took
Rod is right. I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm taking it like it's like it's their farewell. It's just like the nice way of letting us down.
That's kind of how I felt.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on your boat.
Yeah.
I took this as like a kind of like a celebratory type album, like kind of like a, you know, this is, and it definitely felt like that even from the beginning, from Fever, Nas celebrating his birthday, like I mean, 50 years strong, same age as hip hop, From that all the way to 1-800 Nas a hit, it was just like you can tell that was the send off, like that was the like what Nas saying the credits roll, like that was the perfect track to have like the credits rolls. But the first listen. Because I shout out to everybody that came to my Discord, my listening party I had in my Discord when this was officially released at 9 p.m. on his birthday. So the first listen, I'm just going off my first reaction. The first like maybe 5 songs, I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. This is straight. It's like they in cruise control. But this album picked up for me when Never Die, the Lil Wayne joint. When that joint came on, and I would say even not only the first listen, but I think still now, like even though I still enjoyed the first 5 tracks, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're solid, they're good. But from that song to the rest of the album I was like, yes, we're here. Yeah. That Lil Wayne, man, bruh. What he said that shit, he had that Prime line, that Coach Prime line, some shit like stay on the sideline, coaching niggas like Prime or something like that. I was like, bruh, like come on, Wayne, like. This feature run he's been doing in the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, he ain't been playing. Crazy, bro. It is so crazy. So
I did think that line was interesting because how long has Prime been a thing now? This is like kind of
About
recent,
2-3 years.
About 2-3 years.
Yeah, yep. So yeah,
I thought it was more recent than that.
well, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about the Buffalo, but yeah, he was
Yeah.
at Jackson State for like 3 years before he came to Buffalo. I mean,
Gotcha.
came to Colorado. So
Yeah.
for this to be the only feature, this is what I
shit.
mean.
Yep.
Yeah, on this album.
One
Yeah.
of the only ones.
Shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is what I mean by features coming out embodying shit. Like this is the point of a feature. Like you got to come out and body because we're gonna hear Nas the whole damn album.
His whole rhyme scheme was crazy.
Was crazy. It was so
Like,
crazy.
It was just every line. It was just like, oh man, I was just smiling the whole time.
And how he
by
like-
the time he got to the end, he said, "Shots, I got 100 of them. Problems, I got 99." It was just, and it was like his voice sounded so fresh. Like he sounds young.
Yes.
And
Yes.
invigorated.
Yes.
I loved that feature.
I
I
was
was like, man, they
yes.
better not tear my boy Wayne up.
Man, oh no.
He was killing that
How,
feature.
I was like,
I don't know.
It was impossible.
You never
Yeah.
know.
That was Wayne's A game.
Yeah,
Wayne brought his
sounded
A
great.
game.
He had to.
He sounded great.
Then Pretty Young Girl, it was like, okay, that beat. I'm like, okay,
Ooh, that
Hit
beat
Boy.
was nasty.
Yeah, Hit Boy was giving Nas all types of different gems on this damn album as far as the production. I mean, like
Them
you
all
hear,
type of beats.
what you say, Ken? Like I said, celebratory Nas is at a point where songs like I Love This Feeling, No Tears.
That shit was dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could just tell Nas is just in a different space. But let's not get it twisted. Nas was showing you niggas how he's one of the best in storytelling. Because based on
Oh,
True
yes,
Events,
sir. Yes,
part
sir.
1 and 2, oh my God, especially part 2. I love that beat. I love that beat for based on True Events part 2. Sitting with My Thoughts, another type of like, mature, this is where Nas is at. Blue Bentley was dope. Another crazy beat that I'm like, okay, how is he gonna flow over this? But he fucking
And
did
Blue
it.
Bentley was the one where he was talking about like pop culture now
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I
Yep.
thought that was
Yep.
interesting. Yeah.
And then it went from that beat to fucking Jodeci Member beat. That little
Bruh.
soulful, the
Bruh.
soulful shit that Hit Boy gave him on this was fucking dope as fuck. This was definitely the more calm, chill Nas. Jodeci Member, Speechless Part 2, Japanese Soul Bar with the beat switches. The 3 beat switches was fucking dope as hell. And then finishing out with Sorry My Brother, you gotta get your own 1-800 Nas and hit. I like how he kind of referenced it late night because I remember I used to see that shit late night, the greatest hits shit. Like,
Yep.
hey man, can I get? Sorry, my brother, you got to get your own.
text me that shit.
Yeah.
You got to get your own.
You got to get your own. So yeah, but yeah, this was definitely a. I don't know if it's the best. That first one, bro. That Magic One.
first
is
one
still,
is special,
That
man.
Magic One is so special. But this is definitely I do, and I like 2, but this is definitely better than the second.
Yeah, this is better
definitely
than-
better than the second. I
this
think
is
this
better
is
than
a
2.
good way to finish out their magic together. You know what I'm saying? This is dope. Bam.
I mean, because he told us on Magic 2, like, but by the time y'all finish this one, we'll be done with the next one.
Yeah,
And I
we
was
halfway
like,
done
oh,
with the next
shit, he
one.
meant
Yeah.
that literally. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I did not.
And so quick too. Like
literal.
Well,
It's not quite literal.
how we know that? It could have been done because
Release and done is 2 different things.
You're right. I concede. You're right. You are correct.
But so yeah, that's what I was thinking.
and 2 months apart too. That's crazy.
I know.
Because Magic 2 came out on July 21st, and then
Yeah.
bam, this dropped. So
Yeah, so yeah, they knew what they were doing. Nah, man, I really like that, and I think it was what was it? Because you talked about pretty much all of this on here, but Japanese Soul Bar, was that the one where it had the old interview inserts in it? I love that
Yeah,
little.
that was
'Cause that
really
third-
well
man,
done.
that was really
that third beat switch with him, he was like young. You could tell it was like
Yeah.
like Illmatic Nas
Oh,
that
man,
was
it
talking.
sounded so
And then they
cool.
went to that final track.
Yeah, it
was
sounds so cool.
Yeah.
And then which one had the represent in it?
Fever.
Fever, yeah.
Fever,
They
yep.
started off with that,
Yep.
so I was like, yeah.
represent for me. Yeah.
First time I heard it, we was up here, and I heard, I was like, oh man, that's hard. And then,
Yeah.
I think it was Tisk.
Yeah.
It had the hard hitting menacing beat in it. And so I was like, oh,
Yeah,
my
he needed
God.
that beat because he was talking about Ken.
Yeah, that shit was
That whole
crazy.
first
Yeah.
verse.
Ooh, that shit
No,
was
it wasn't.
mean.
Hit Boy was
Fuck.
giving them
The
yeah.
fuck? Nah,
Come on, Ken.
I'll pull them lyrics up.
Yeah. Put him up, Mike.
He tired of y'all shit. oh, well, you tell me how to do it then. So she's like, use like the music whiz.
Yeah, right.
He was talking about your ass.
So was.
Because you're the only one that's been shitting on him. and Hit Boy.
Shit, no who?
Hit Boy. Hit Boy probably
That
said,
was
hey,
Nas
hey,
rapping,
I know,
right?
but Hit Boy's probably like, Nas, bro, get him for me, dog. 'Cause I'm tired of this shit.
Right.
He's like, man, I
Shit,
got
no
him,
Hit
bro.
Boy.
I got him, man. I can't do it.
I know you can't do it now.
Nas too smooth. I don't have that
couldn't
smooth
do
voice.
it.
I can't. I'm about to get him, man. He got you.
I think it's gonna be hard to top the first one, so I'm not with for me. But I will say that it did top the one they just dropped. Not saying the second one was bad, 'cause,
Right.
Like, yeah, we already
Right.
reviewed it. And I already said, look, it's good. But I did feel like that this one was slightly better. You know, it had a different feeling to it, and I feel you on the Black album feeling that it had. Like it felt like a going away party. Especially with the end credits. That's what I was gonna say earlier, because on Black Album, how he had the end credits and you could actually hear Hit Boy in the back. Don't forget about such and such. And I was just like, oh man, that's really cool. Like that, it felt real
It
raw.
felt like a finale. The other thing that I liked about this in terms of its production, the reason why I say it's my favorite, right? Like it was really the production that drove it to be my favorite. It felt like this was Nas creating the perfect Nas sound, where the other one, like Magic 2, it was like he brought him into like modern time, right? Because like a lot of those beats were, he had like a couple real bouncy ones. Like they weren't really like super bouncy ones like that on here.
This feels more Nas.
This feels more Nas. This felt more horns.
mature.
You know what I'm saying? More mature. It felt like the season finale of something.
Yeah.
With that direction in sight, like that's why it's my favorite. Because it just felt like they executed on ending it the right way.
I got you. I know I mentioned Blue Bentley, but I think that's probably actually my least favorite.
Really?
The pop culture stuff. Like I just wasn't completely sold on it. It's cool that he could make references to it, but to me it just didn't come off like authentic. Like I don't know, I just didn't want to hear him rapping about Coil Ray and some other stuff. He's saying things are litty and things like that. I personally just wasn't completely sold on that. And that's probably my only negative on here. But other than that, man, just like B said, based on a true story, he reminded y'all. When I saw the title, I was like, oh, here we go. We already know. Like we already know what he about to do on these. So and he delivered. He delivered on both of them. And we already talked about the Wayne feature. Like he came on and murdered shit. He caught a really good pocket on that, man, with that rhyme scheme. Like damn. And it's like, yo, I don't know if y'all like, but I was waiting for it to kind of fall off and it just never did. And I was like, oh shit, he's gonna keep going. He's gonna keep going. And I was just like, wow, that was an impressive verse that he pulled off there. I think I already made the joke about Tisk. Like I thought that was cool because I do feel like he was talking about certain people and things like that. I won't say kid.
I heard no other critics talking about.
And that's what I was trying to remember. I was like, who is he talking about?
I mean, even Fantano liked these from what I remember.
Okay, so I can remember if Fantano liked it or not. I know he didn't really care for Killer Myke and something else. I mean, could they be on a really good run? It's undeniable. It's undeniable
for most folks.
It's undeniable. Oh, another thing I was gonna say that I thought about when you were talking about it being it. Oh, I guess everybody was I think it's more so you don't want to wear out your welcome. I don't think they want to wear out their welcome. And so let's cut this before somebody else says cut this.
Yep.
That's what I feel.
Because you already got a trilogy with King Disease and you got a trilogy with Magic. So
that is 100% exactly how I felt.
Okay. Yeah.
Listening to this entire project, I was like, this is great, but this feels like it should end.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they did anything new here.
Right.
They just did what they've been doing, which is make great music together. But I saw one of our friends, Lex, put on Facebook, Magic 3 is great, but it's time to move on from Hit Boy. And that's 100% how I felt. Not because Hit Boy's bad for him. It's just, I don't really know what else y'all can do at this point. You've given us
You
6
did it all.
incredible projects.
They did it all. Hit Boy brought Nas out of his comfort zone, brought him into a newer, modern comfort zone. Like he done did everything.
Had
for
this
him
man
on
releasing
the
this many
soundscape.
albums like this.
He reestablished Nas being one of the best rappers to ever touch a mic. And I don't think that there's anything more they can do. So
Another project isn't going to solidify it.
Another project's not going to solidify it. And like Rod just said, which is exactly how I felt, people are going to start being like, all right, man. All right,
We get it.
We get it. Y'all are great together. Can you do something else? So yeah, that's how I felt with this. I really liked it, but I'm kind of interested to see what Nas does next. And I'm kind of interested to see who Hit Boy works with next. Find me in the homicidal vinyl section. That was probably one of the hardest bars. I can't remember what song it was though. Fuck. Oh well. That fucking bar. That shit was tight. That shit was tight. Something about morality, don't come around me, homicidal vinyl sections where you find me. I was like, God damn, the homicidal vinyl section. He killing motherfuckers with records, bro. This dude, how are you this deep in your career and you still this good?
Yeah,
How?
it is weird. It's just very weird.
Why is it weird?
It is weird. Not that many rappers last this long in the game and stay this good.
Think about how many albums that Nas has made, bro.
No, he's been in,
And you
since
still
91,
got
bro.
bars.
You
like-
still got bars.
Since 91.
You're still finding new ways
Yeah.
to say shit.
Yeah.
That is
91.
weird. It's dope,
Yeah,
but
it's dope. It's kinda
weird.
Yeah.
No,
Because most rappers fizzle out, bro. Like it's like
They
Yeah,
do.
name 5 that can do this. I dare you. That have been in the game this long that
can release a dope album.
that are still putting out bars like this.
Pharoah Monch.
He barely ever releases albums.
Yeah.
This motherfucker
I mean, at
has
this pace,
probably
I get
three
about the
times.
pace.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
you're
Another
right, B. You're
album.
right,
Yeah.
B. But I meant like
I know, at this pace.
At this many
pace, yeah.
albums.
Yeah, nah.
That's
talking
what I
about
mean.
6
Yeah,
albums,
no.
bro.
In 3 years, yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you are right. Pharoah Monch is still seasoned,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
come on,
there's
man.
nobody in that age group doing
Nobody
that.
in that age range is doing this.
But yeah, that's why I don't think it was weird. Not saying on some I'm predicting shit, but when Nas first came out, everybody pinned him as like the golden child. So I feel like it's like LeBron. Like you give him all this hype that he live up to, and I feel like because we pinned Nas this level of the MC back when he first came out, it was like I feel like this is not weird. I'm like, he should have been doing this.
He
Not
could-
releasing albums, not 3 albums in 6 years,
Yeah,
but like
but
he should have been.
He has the talent
Yeah.
to do it. If
Oh,
anybody's
yeah.
gonna be able to do it, it's
exactly,
him.
exactly.
I feel that. I feel that to a degree. You know, B's one of the first homies, like at least in my inner circle, that said this a while ago. Like when we first started Dead End, like the one artist, one producer projects is like what was missing way back when. I remember B talked about it a lot, and we see Alchemist do it, we see Madlib do it now, Hit Boy and Nas do it, and I agree to a former point that you said, Myke. Like, what is the next collab? Because for me, I don't want Nas to waste time and try to get 3, 4, 5 producers and create a project. I think where it'll be best for him is get that one guy, lock in, give us a project. I'm not saying we need another Hit Boy 6 album run. I'm not saying that.
It's funny you say that because when Nas came out, Illmatic, he broke that mold. It used to be a one producer albums, hip hop albums, and when Illmatic came out, he was the first one to have Pete Rock, have DJ Premier, have LES, have all these Q-Tip. So like he broke that mold then.
interesting,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I think that if anything, this shows Nas what he could sound like over really, really good beats. So maybe this will just like make him be a little bit more discerning as far as picking beats goes. I feel what you're saying. I don't know that we need him with one producer or whatever. We just need him over really, really good beats.
I don't disagree. But there was a Nas and Kanye project that happened and it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, but
We all
That
knew
was
that was
Kanye
his
and
fault.
his.
that had to be
Yeah.
Kanye's fault.
And like,
We all knew that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, but I feel like Nas has a fire in him now.
King Disease 3, he said premiere album still might happen.
Yeah, he
so
did. That would be a
Never know.
nice one producer
I'm with it.
Yeah, that'd
project.
You never know. And people were still begging for that when he was releasing this stuff with Hit Boy. They was like, man, where's the Primo album? It's like, let's enjoy these Hit Boy joints. He's in the pocket right now with these Hit Boy joints. So we might get the Primo one. Primo was at his 50th birthday party. Yeah.
y'all miss Kid. He's like, yeah, that'd be
No,
great.
we missed him for a reason. Why you bring it back up?
All right.
I ain't mean it that way,
Hit Boy does
man.
not deserve this.
I ain't mean it
At
that way. He
all.
doesn't. I'm not
So
doing
then why you
anything
keep
to
doing
him.
this,
I'm
man?
not. He's gotten a lot better.
So what you think, Kim?
Huh?
What you think?
It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. I did feel like, yeah, I think one of you guys like said it definitely has is run. Like the run is over. There was one beat I was really looking for where he sampled the vocal. It was somebody singing. That shit was great because he had did it before. Damn, B.
I think it was I Love This Feeling. I think it was that one, wasn't it? There was one song where he sampled like it was a really nice female vocal sample.
No, it was
1-800 Nas, not that one. No
Was that
Tears.
it?
Or No Tears, probably.
probably maybe
think
No
a different
Tears,
song?
but somebody it was like a male singer.
Oh, I don't
It was
know.
like two different ones though.
Oh, I don't know.
But no, I thought Speechless Part 2 was good. Of course, you already talked about the Wayne shit and Never Die. I did like Pretty Young Girl. How he kind of set it up one way and then that shit went in a completely different direction. That shit was dope. Based on true events, of course, was cold as well. So, but yeah, no, I think this was damn. I thought it was. I don't know. It didn't really give me the same feeling I got with Magic 2. that was the one we just did, right?
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
really
I
like
know you
Magic
like that
2 a
one.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably more than most of us here. This one didn't really give me that same feeling that I had. Nah, man, it didn't. It did.
Yeah,
it
no,
didn't. I
this was
still
definitely.
rank
This was
Magic 2
definitely
above that.
first listen. I was like, yeah, this is definitely better than the second
That's
one.
what I'm saying. Huh?
I said first listen. I was like, this is definitely better than the second one.
Damn.
Yeah.
And not shit on the second one. The second
Yeah,
one's still a good
not shit on-
album.
No, the second one was good,
Yeah.
but this is
This is better.
to me at least. This is better.
This is Nas's wheelhouse. The other one was taking Nas out and being like, what can you do with that?
But I can see why people might like that one more because we haven't heard Nas rap like that.
Yeah, because Abracadabra, we was like,
Yeah, I
what
know.
the fuck?
Yeah.
And Irvin Magic Johnson, that's my shit.
Right.
Bouncy
So I-
flows, that was
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yep.
Nah, but I feel like every artist has like a pocket where they sound quote unquote the best. This is where Nas sounds the best. Not taking away from Magic 2.
Yeah, I get
I
you.
fuck with it.
I get you.
But this is, in my opinion, where he sounds the best. But it's cool, Ken. You know, you like 2 better than 3.
But I thought it opened really good with Fever, as well. I thought that was a good way to kind of open it up, and then a good way to close it with 1-800 Nas and hit. So, but yeah,
But
yeah.
you cool with the beats though. You cool with the production.
Yeah,
For the most part. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That was one beat I didn't like with the drums.
But
See, he deserved that B.
What?
why you
it was
asking?
it was only one I'm mentioning.
one. Yeah, it was just
with,
one.
with the drums.
was one.
Like
Just one.
I know. The one
that was it though. It was just drums.
You
See,
want the
that's
drums.
actually good. Ken only didn't like one beat, so that's actually pretty good.
Nas, Hit Boy, if you watching, appreciate the run. You gave us so much good, so many amazing albums. 6 in 3 years, right? That's a lot of work that you guys put in. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? A third run for a hip hop artist. I don't know if we've seen that. You know, especially not the way you did it. So I appreciate you guys. Look to forward, future collabs, singles here, somebody else featured over there, something like that. Because obviously I don't think you guys should stop making music forever. It's just this run has been nice. So we appreciate you.
What's that Michael Jordan picture where he taking a picture of all 6 of his rings or whatever like that? Like y'all need to take that picture, bro. Just y'all went 6.
That's a good idea.
6, man. Y'all went 6 in a
That is
row.
a good
That
idea.
shit is crazy, bro. That shit is so crazy. At this point, Nas, in this point of your career, it's fucking amazing. It's wonderful to see. For someone that's been a fan of you for over 30 years, this is great to see. So I'm loving it. And Hit Boy, keep up the dope ass production, bro. Like the way you was giving Nas so many different types, different style of beats. It's fucking great. So I love it. I love it. You're just not a one-trick pony when it comes to the production. So this is a great goodbye. And, Nas, whatever you do next, whether it's the Primo album or whatever, take your time. Look, you just gave us 6 albums in 3 years. So
Take your time,
if you want to release it, if you want to release your album, 4 years from now, that's fine. I'll wait 4 years for a Nas and Primo album. But other than that, you take your time, bro.
You say something real quick. Do you think he was inspired by MJ? Like 2 3-peats? 6 total?
I don't know.
6 and 0?
Yeah.
It was just, you said it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Yeah, maybe not.
He's reaching for that one, yeah.
You didn't reach for the.
I'm playing. I don't know. I don't know
for the,
anything about Jordan, so I'm just
what was
fucking
it?
with you.
Reason. The reason that wasn't a reach. You
I'm
ended up
good
being.
though. I mean,
Tell
man
him,
have his reach,
stun on him, Mike.
I feel like I just did this, and yeah, that's because I did just do this. Saying how good of a run you guys have been on. This has been a great run. It was totally unexpected. We got a whiff of it with Kings That Seas 1. I was just like, oh, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? This is a good little pairing. And then now, 5 more albums later, it's just like, oh shit, they really kept this up. So, nah, man, this has been incredible. Like, I personally haven't seen anything like this before, and so this is like definitely gonna go in a time capsule of hip hop history. You got to talk about this Hit Boy Nas run for years to come, and that's crazy that y'all was able to create something like that in these times, in the times of like where hip hop is kind of have its ups and downs. You guys created something special in that moment, so that's pretty dope. Another thing I wanted to mention too, I don't know if anybody else felt this, but I felt like a Nipsey presence in this one for some reason, and I think he used the voice of
He
Nipsey
mentioned
and Lie,
Nipsey, yeah.
and I was like, I thought that was really cool for it to be the last album to have some sort of Nipsey presence in it. Like I felt that in this, so yeah, I don't know if that was.
And being 6 too, 60s, 6.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that was intentional, but yeah, no, I thought that was interesting to have that in this finale. But yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, good job, man. I've already told y'all this like a couple months ago. So back saying it again. Peace.
Good ending to a 6-album run. Yeah, I don't think anybody really saw this coming at all. And it's definitely reinvigorated and made hip hop in this pocket exciting. What you guys were doing and the different trilogies that you guys actually, created and put out there with King's Disease and Magic. And yeah, to come back, Nas, to rap and the way you are, and to be inspired and challenged by Hit Boy to kind of bring you in the studio and you guys work together and create this partnership, this unison, this synergy was, really good and fun to document. So yeah, it's definitely been a fun run and enjoyable run, and a run that definitely is one that will, in the 50 years of hip hop, to be able to get together and to do something different that others haven't done. I mean, Nas, I think, and Hit Boy included, you solidified yourselves in hip hop. So I think that's dope. So yeah, congratulations on the 6-album run.
Nas, I mean, you've definitely shown why you're one of the best rappers of all time. And yeah, there's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said. This is extremely impressive. Hit Boy, you already had the respect, but I hope this run makes people put even more respect on your name, because you are special. And y'all together, I think this has been so impressive. A lot of rappers don't even have 6 albums in their catalog. A lot of rappers don't even have 6 good albums in their catalog. The fact that y'all put out 6 great albums in the span of 3 years, it's never been done. It's never been done, and it's extremely impressive, man. So y'all already know that you're 2 of the best, but I like that picture idea, but y'all definitely deserve a victory walk, So great job, and I can't wait to see what each one of y'all do next, whether separately or together.